will immediately say...
So a little bit of context here, all right? So like a month ago, Salvo was on stream just being fucking insane towards Bowblax, just shitting at him for his autism, saying that all his friends hate him or whatever, think he's like an idiot because of his autism or something like that. Just saying shit to try and trigger Bowblax, right? Bowblax, you took issue with Edwin refusing to call this out, which, to be honest, I know my chat's gonna roll their eyes about ableism or whatever, but I agree with Bowblax because it's like, Edwin's the guy that's like, you can't say like fag or whatever on stream or be like homophobic. So why is this okay? It's like a conflict of interest right here.
Also, I do want to say this. Afterwards, we talked about this moment, like offline, and it was a very long call, and he was very apologetic, and he's like, I'll push back against this. I won't let this happen again. It was like, you know, I was in this moment, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, great, fine. A couple days later, flies out to Salvo, never talks about it with him, making out with him on stream, saying he's the best ever when he was just on that stream. Doing that, basically just lying to me. Like, okay, you don't have to defend me, right? But if you say you're going to, and then say you understand and you're sympathetic of all this, that, and the other.
Yeah, you should have just been like, I don't really give that much of a shit, to be honest, dude.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. Edwin's rubbed me the wrong way for a while, and that is why you are seeing me take like minor jabs at him on these streams. Because it's like, I don't know. It's just, what the fuck?
So we can play the clip of Salvo talking to Bowblax in the old, because Edwin watches this for about like 3 minutes and then reacts to it, or we could just skip to Edwin's reaction. What do you say we do?
I think we can skip to Edwin's reaction, or you could play like the very last part.
Okay, we'll scroll
well,
up.
Actually, Edwin doesn't watch this full thing on stream.
He doesn't?
And he's pretty much silent for most of it. I'd say the most like damning part is like at the end when he says everyone could tell I'm autistic regardless, and like everyone thinks I'm retarded. And that type of stuff.
He said that? Holy fuck.
Yeah, Salvo. Did you know?
Oh, Salvo. Okay. I thought you said Edwin said that.
Salvo. No, Edwin wouldn't say that, but he does get mad that I posted that, and you'll see that.
I had some respect for you up until a couple weeks ago. We got real loony on Twitter.
Oh.
Okay, look, I feel like it's evident in my facial reactions throughout the stream that I was like confused and like trying to like process this shit, and like I don't know, it's evident that like Bowblax held this like, you know, like I'm sorry, like I've even talked about this with Bowblax before in private, like, you know, I've talked about this before, but like I feel like it's evident in my facial expressions and shit, like it's like uncomfortable, and like I even talked to him, I'm like, dude, I'm sorry that I didn't deal with this well, but like for him to like, I don't know, man. It's fucking gay. Like, honestly, like, I'm so sick of this shit. This is why I don't want to fucking make any new friends, dude. This is so fucking stupid, dude.
Whoa! Whoa! What the
I don't know.
That doesn't sound like terminology that his fans would be cool with.
Would be cool. No. Unironically.
Damn, dude. Edwin's sick of your shit, dude.
This is still on my stream. A couple months ago, Edwin had I kid you not, 20-minute plus discussion with me about how using gay as like insult word or pejorative or whatever it's called, just as an insult, is bad and everybody should stop doing it. Like literally, we had a discussion about this where Edwin was like, "Don't say gay."
Yeah.
20 minutes to me, and now this. Okay. It's kind of gay if you ask me. That's kind of gay behavior if you ask me, Edwin.
Well, he is like
gay of you.
Pay attention to this tone that he's taking right here because it changes almost immediately. But listen.
Like, I'm so sick of this shit. This is why I don't want to fucking make any new friends, dude. This is so fucking stupid, dude. Like, Bowblax, you're fucking better than this. I don't know. I'm so fucking done, dude. It's like, dude, we've talked about this in private, man. For you to fucking think you got a one-up on me, it's so fucking stupid, man. I'm so done with this shit. It's like, this is so fucking childish, dude. Fuck you, man.
Really? Fuck you, man. By the way,
so childish. Fuck you, man.
But if you're wondering who's in the call, that's Paulus. Anyway.
I'm so done, dude. This is so weird. Like, we talked about this shit, dude. I'm so stressed. Like, there's no point in this.
But he brought back some old shit.
We talked about this, man. We talked about this like in early in December. And I'm sorry, man.
So if you're watching this clip for the first time, you might be thinking like, so what? Obviously Edwin's sick of this shit. he's taken a firm stance. He doesn't. Keep listening.
Very upsetting. The upsetting part's at the end when he says, everyone can tell you're autistic. Everybody can tell you're autistic, and they just don't say shit. So bad, and obviously Edwin doesn't respond. So I get upset, obviously. I wait multiple days for him to DM me. He doesn't. So I finally reach out to him. We have a big, long talk about that. Yeah. Then a week later, he goes, and meets up with Salvo, has a good time with him, champions him. Salvo continues to be ableist about me, calling me an autistic monkey on, his stream.
True.
I'm sorry, but the term autistic monkey is I can't not laugh at that. It's just what?
And also, Keemstar streams, you hear Edwin making a little whisper, no, 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 in the background. But
dude, that's so fucking true though. Anytime, dude, oh my god, bro. Dude, anytime Bowblax, anytime Salvo would ever do something that was seen as too far or too fucking crazy, you would have Edwin sitting there and be like, dude, I don't know, man, calm down. He would never take a fucking firm stance or whatever, even though he claims to care about certain things or whatever. Look, I don't like using the term dick rider, but this dude was 1 billion% a fucking Salvo dick rider. Anything Salvo ever did. He would defend Salvo when nobody asked in the conversation or whatever. He'd just come into the chats sucking him off or whatever. And I'm just saying, that's just the truth.
Did you see what Edwin did on Mike the Bike's Spurgy Alert stream or whatever, the Spurgy Awards? So everybody had their own dedicated segment, to co-host and read out the nominations or whatever. So Salvo had his turn, and then it was done. And then Salvo came back later to accept an award, and that was the award Edwin was nominating. And then Edwin kept saying to Matt Pitt, why don't you keep Salvo in here? Why do you keep kicking Salvo out? Salvo should be here to nominate all of the awards. And kept talking about Salvo. I'm like, what? That's not the structure of the show. But anyway, he was it was just so weird. I was like, what? I don't know. I just don't know how Edwin, as my friend, is not publicly addressing this stuff and being this is really fucked up, you shouldn't do this, even not combating it. But then when this stuff happens and everybody hates Salvo, oh, now I'm ending the friendship with Salvo. Not because he was being legitimately bigoted towards my friend, but because everybody else is shitting on him now.
It's not about ending the friendship beforehand or anything. It's just I was telling him, I could even send him a text message, be like bro, let's not go heavy on Bowblax. I told you from the beginning, I didn't want him to do that, and obviously that's part of the whole fucking making out thing. We want you to thrive. Obviously, he's way more. Wait,
so he made out with Salvo to have me thrive,
so that you would sell plushies. That's why. That's a code.
So when someone calls your black friend the N-word, you make out with them to own them?
I'm not gonna think too hard about that.
It's just, he pushes things, and I don't know. Weird. I mean, obviously, I'll take all the L's, bro. Obviously, I'm taking all the L's here. I'm not winning here. I'm just I'm confused as you, because I thought we talked about this. We legitimately talked about this all, and I told you yeah, man, I'm sorry. I apologize to you from toes to head,
Yeah, I just find it weird that now is the cutoff point, right? So I just made that tweet, and I also just wanted to show people that's how Salvo was. That's how Salvo was. So I don't know why people are so anti-Salvo now, and it comes as a shock that he's like this when there's clear example. And then I don't know.
I get it. No, and I get it. And it, for me, it's just the clear cutoff is to break borderlines and go to my own audience and really go to the sexual point is just fucked up beyond excusable, because obviously Keemstar says, oh, me too, guy. No, I'm obviously not to that degree, but that's just fucked. I hate that I facilitated that to any degree, And of course, I always understood your frustration, and it was a weird.
This is a very different tone.
No
than
understanding now.
Yeah.
It's so fucking gay. I understand your frustration, and it's just I feel bad for you, and it makes sense.
dude. Two-Face rat.
Yeah, what's the deal here?
And then-
that's what I'm pointing out here. It's like when I watched this, I was just like, you know how CJ was like, I want to puke at Willie Mac. That's how I feel watching this, because it's like, dude, what are you doing? You obviously have an issue with Bowblax. You obviously did, like, we could see it on the fucking stream. He brought up that fucking point, and then all of a sudden you were like, fuck this guy. This is so fucking annoying. We talked about this fucking needy little bitch. But then he gets in the call, and within minutes, notice by the way, that I skipped a minute ahead. I didn't skip like 30 minutes ahead or like an hour ahead or whatever. So it's not like you can say like, well, at the beginning of the stream, I was mad, but then I chilled out as the stream went on. No. This is like the same moment. So what the fuck? This just looks like fake as fuck to me. Like, this is just so gay. I'm sorry, but this is.
Yeah, and then even after I left the call, it's like so sparse throughout the stream that I doubt you could find it, but he still continued to make little jabs at me that I heard sometimes.
Well, I just want to make this point, right? He's almost hinting at like the real reason in the call, which is that he was afraid to call out Salvo at the time. He didn't want to stand up to him. He was afraid of his audience. He was afraid of how it would look. Oh, Edwin's cucking. You know, Edwin's guarding for Bowblax or whatever. Like Edwin's gay or whatever. But he was already doing that in certain areas. Like, for instance, he doesn't want homophobic jokes on his channel. All right. But if Salvo says homophobic jokes, Salvo refuses, you know, to honor like trans people's identities or whatever the fuck. He says the F slur, all that shit you don't like or whatever. And that has happened on your stream before. But you would have never, maybe now you'd call him out, but not then. I don't know, man. This just comes off like if he were to just be like, look, dude, I just didn't want to call him out or whatever because like it was a tough position for me to be in. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to stand against Salvo. I didn't want to like piss off my audience. That's why. Then it's like, okay, but he's not saying that.
For me to be stuck in between, and I never try to excuse any of it. It's just like, it's an uncomfortable place to be in. I don't know. And you know,
I get it. I just wish you acknowledged it a little bit more publicly, because after the fact you were acting as if like you and Salvo are like, you know, super buddy, and if you are, you know, that's fine, whatever. But it's like, I feel like it kind of needed to be at least like publicly addressed to some extent when you're championing Salvo when he did like such a fucked up thing to your friend, right?
Yeah, well, and look, it should also be acknowledged that like, literally this is like the second live stream that I've done since being with him, and I'm like always been happy. Like the thing that I always liked about you know, meeting all of us is that like we always discuss things publicly, you know, and like obviously the big like holiday season and shit, and like I've not been around. I've just gotten to Arizona like back in 2 days ago and shit, but like I'm happy to address it
with him. Someone in chat says, don't source of derogatory language, Augie. Bowblax said so. Yeah, but see, the difference is that if Bowblax asked me not to say like a slur or whatever, I would just tell him no.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep saying
going
that.
behind his back about it, like
yeah,
lying about your
exactly.
opinion.
The difference is I would just be like, no. If Edwin did that, fair enough. But he didn't.
Yeah, it's less about what Salvo said and more about Edwin's reaction to it in the moment and even like afterwards and everything like that, especially considering it's Edwin who is more hyper aware and more like politically correct. I guess is the right word. And also, I do want to address the chat. Like, I don't mind the word retard. I don't mind people calling me autistic, retard, autistic monkey, or whatever. It's just the way in which Salvo was doing that in that particular stream. He was like in a call with me and Nick and Augie and, well, I don't know about Augie, but like Edwin or whatever.
It was just like totally impromptu. Like everybody was just chilling, having a good time. You joined the call. Then for like what, 6 minutes straight, he just like starts targeting you for like. And it's not even funny. He's not even really making jokes other than just being shocking by like shitting on you or whatever, which is a bit that's been done before. It was just out of nowhere and like fucking obnoxious or whatever. And he was obviously trying to hit you.
It was
where
extremely
it hurts
obnoxious.
Or whatever. And
it
then
didn't
when
hit me where it hurt. It was just annoying,
right. But that was the attempt. And then when you bring that up to Edwin, you're like, hey, dude, I didn't fuck with this. Edwin has two options. He can either be like, okay, well, Edwin has two honest options here. He could be like, yeah, dude, that was pretty fucked up. I'll have a talk with him about it. I'll make sure that never happens again. I'm so sorry. He could say that, or he could say, no, fuck you, dude. I don't care. Maybe not that word. He could just be like, look, dude, I want my stream to be an open battle place where anything goes. But that's not Edwin's stream. It's not an open battle place where anything goes. There's rules. There's limits.
Yeah, and to let that go on for literally like 10 minutes straight, where whenever I try to contribute to the conversation at all, it's like we're talking about completely different stuff, like a drama topic.
Yeah.
Salvo interrupts me like, no one wants to hear you speak. You're an autistic retard. No one wants to hear you speak. It's like, what?
Shut
like,
up. Yeah, exactly.
Why am I like,
get out.
Leave then. I don't know.
Get out.
So it was less about what Salvo did and more of Edwin's reaction to it and his inability to hold enough value and respect for me to like try to control his stream environment and
you know me,
then apologizing and then not, like kissing Salvo in the next. weird.
Now, I'm gonna
Yeah.
let the clip play for like another minute because we're at the timestamp where apparently things get super emotional.
You know, especially now, like I was like, I thought about like messaging you, but like I felt embarrassed and ashamed. Like, damn. Well, now it's like I'm just crawling back to fucking Bowblax because like the guy that I, you know, like you say, champion or whatever, like this guy that I felt like friendship with, like turned out to be such a fucking shit dude. It's embarrassing, man. And like, I don't know. It's my like flaw to want to see good in people. I genuinely, Bowblax, I hate that you ever would think that I would like you are the closest thing that would ever be like the emotional in this fucking community because everybody's always so dismissive and shit, you know? And like, I don't know.
Dude, the way he like presses his fingers to the side of his head, it feels so fake. It feels like he's just lying out of his ass. He's like, you're like emotional in this community, and that's like good, man. And like, it's like good. You like care about people. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Yeah,
Dude.
he's using his brain power so much to like formulate a narrative that the words that are coming out aren't even like coherent sentences.
I mean, they are coherent, but I think he's just lying, is what I'm saying.
We'll
I think
keep
he's- I think
listening.
he's full of
Slightly
shit.
incoherent. I
Keep
guess.
listening. I'm told tears come out here. By the way, at this point, I had tuned out of the stream because I'm like, I can't fucking watch this. So we're in uncharted territory for me, but we'll keep playing.
I feel embarrassed and ashamed. And I just want to crawl away in a fucking hole. I don't care.
Lol.
Like, I get it.
Okay,
You
do it.
Want to associate? I don't want anybody to associate with me. I don't care. I'm just so ashamed of myself.
What the fuck?
He's lying.
What the fuck, dude?
He's lying.
What the fuck is going on? 34 years old!
Well, I do forgive
What is he
you.
doing?
Oh,
What is he doing?
shaking his
This
head
is
like a
fake.
baby.
He's acting. He's acting.
no.
Acting.
Dude, all those skits from 2011 are coming. into
Whether
play,
it's
all that,
acting
like,
or real, this is retarded, dude. What the fuck?
This is a better
It's
performance
definitely
than
acting.
in male
Okay,
pregnancy.
okay, let's be real. Talk to me, guys. This is acting, right? This is acting.
It sounds like it, but it looks like fucking autism. I don't know. Sorry, Bowblax. I know.
I think it's acting. I think he's putting on a show. He's putting on a show to show that he feels bad, to like rehabilitate his image. I don't believe he's being real.
That, Augie, or else I would have destroyed you.
Oh, whoa! I think Keemstar sent a DM to the IDUV saying that once. Anyway, yeah, no, this is, dude, if this is an act, which, I mean, I'm like 60-40 on it so far, but like, obviously, yeah, all the fucking women in his audience see this, they're like, oh, he's crying, shit. You know what I mean? It's like a little emotional appeal, all right?
No, everybody in the chat during this
I
time
ever
was
cry
saying
on
Bowblax
stream-
W.
If I ever cry on stream, come to my house and shoot me dead. 'Cause that, I don't want that.
On that and Olivia, but I don't know. I feel like I did want to point it out on my Twitter because, like, I mean, it was fucked up, and I felt like it was just brushed under the rug that he did something like that. And I do understand people in chat are like, oh well, you know, you let other people talk about autism, and I guess it's hard to know exactly like when he crosses a line unless you are autistic, but it's like
it's just me
it's like-
explaining
What?
why it's bad, which
I'm gonna
I
be-
already just did.
I'm gonna be honest, Bowblax. I'm just gonna be totally honest with you. I'm not even like
Yeah.
listening to what you're saying in the stream. I'm just looking at his face.
Oh, okay.
I'm like glued to it right now. I'm like, what the fuck is he gonna do now? You know? It's like, what's gonna happen next?
The difference between being edgy and saying, like, obviously this is like,
Yeah, we need a body language expert to decipher.
yeah, for sure. Different example.
Decipher
I'm
the
not
fact
saying
that he's
autism
lying.
is
Yeah.
analogous.
True.
So tell us, what is he thinking right now? Are we going to acknowledge he was very drunk at this point in the stream? All right, my bad, guys. He was drunk.
I was also drunk and high.
Sorry.
It was New Year's.
Why are you guys always drunk and high? Stop being drunk and high and
It's
going to
New
live
Year's
stream.
Eve, Tom!
Yeah,
Then
New
don't go on
Year's.
live stream.
True.
If it's New Year's Eve and you're drunk and high, don't go on a live stream. Don't get drunk and high alone. Go hang out with your friends. Get
My
off,
friends
get off,
were
get away
sick.
from Edwin. Well, get new friends.
Keemstar is like, dude, you know what I've noticed? Like, obviously everyone's always getting drunk or whatever. People are doing it more on stream now. I feel like Keemstar is like normalized, like just fucking being a
Dude,
degenerate on
we
stream.
need a total shutdown on the degenerate drunk
Yeah.
streaming. If you drink and you're in my audience and you drink on stream, you're out. It's over.
Everyone is doing drunk streams now, like on their main shows, you know, and they're not just getting like a little bit like fucking tipsy, like they're getting like fucking blacked out. Could you imagine if I did after hours blacked out?
Oh my
Holy
god, it would be
fuck.
so
Yeah, that'd go well.
incoherent.
Holy fuck, yeah. I would wake up tomorrow and like some fucking Indian kid's
You-
gonna have access to my fucking channel.
You'd open it and it would be like, your channel has been terminated for hate
Brett
speech.
Bong is streaming on your channel just like normally, and everyone
Yeah.
just thinks it's cool. No one cares.
Yeah, he gave the stream key.
Drunk streams are a bad idea. I mean, a drunk stream every once in a while, especially if it's for like donations, sure. But like, I don't know. I just feel like every stream now is everyone's shit-faced, which is like kind of funny. It does make good content, but at the same time, it's like, holy fuck, dude, this community.
They
Like,
saw
what
that Ethan Ralph has more viewers than ever and decided to copy him.
oh my.
RFC After Hours is a live trending issues and entertainment broadcast with co-host Bowblax, broadcasted every weekday, Monday through Friday, starting at 6:30 p.m. Central. The show is for entertainment purposes only. All chat messages and donations read are the words of the original messenger, and certain viewpoints expressed do not reflect that of myself or Bowblax.